this team from Noise of Art and the Woodbridge Festival for having me this summer perform for you guys with my acoustic lead show. And I'm wishing you all for 2021 a great new year. Let's make it positive, uplifting. Let's go for it. Keep music alive. That's what it's all about. I'm sending my love, I'm sending my heart, and I'm sending you more music. Hope to see you next year. God bless you all.
The shape I'm in, I ain't pretty, ain't skinny, and my legs are too thin. But don't ask me what I think of you, I might not give the answers that you want me to. The shape I'm in, I ain't pretty, ain't skinny, and my legs are too thin. But don't ask me what I think of you, I might not give the answers that you want me to. God, I thought he'd understand. He said, sit by me and I'll be your guiding hand, specifically. But don't ask me what I think of you, I might not give the answers that you want me to.
to have his wife-to-be walk down the aisle to. And so, you know, we were going through all of the classic options and all of the list of Ed Sheeran songs, as it seems to be. And I thought, I can do that. I can write an Ed Sheeran-esque wedding song. And because I've been doing lots of weddings for a long time, I kind of took inspiration from groom speeches and stuff like that. And this is what came out. This is called For Loving You. Let's start that again. Just keep your eyes on me, like there's nobody here but us. I'll tell you what I see: perfect love and perfect trust. Right in this moment, I am yours completely. You know I've been waiting for someone to complete me, and then you come along and remind me that I'm stronger than I knew, and I'm a better person now for loving you. And step by step, road by road, love is a journey. Let's see where we'll go. Right in this moment, I am yours completely. You know I've been waiting for someone to complete me, and then you come along and remind me that I'm stronger than I knew. I'm a better person now for loving you. We were meant to be. I believe that with all of my heart. So just keep your eyes on me. Our lives are about to start, and right in this moment, I am yours completely. You know I've been waiting for someone to finally see me, and then you come along and you show me more love than I have known. Look how much we've grown. I'm a better person now for loving you. Thank you.
Try not to step on any of the stuff that's here. Maybe. Someone leaves their guitar on the floor. Actually, I'd like to thank Ben for not just inviting me for this, but for continuing to put enough input into Woodbridge to bring it sort of an ideation of he's trying to build a cultural center. I think that's basically what he's doing, and then sort of push the people that live here out so that you have this beautiful thing going. This poem is something that actually is Ben's concept. He gave me the ideas, and then I went and did the research, and I put it together as a poem, probably a poem that won't warm you up that much, but still, I mean, for the acts that are coming, but hopefully it'll give you something. And it's also about a guy named Ben. So it's actually entitled, Benjamin Franklin, the Lady, and the Runaway Enslaved Boy named King. This was actually done for Martin Luther King's birthday, as well as celebrating Black History Month, as well as celebrating Black Lives Matter. This was all in one particular event that Ben also had given. So we're reading it again. Worn Away is the name on a stone marker near the entrance of the river Devon. You can barely even see the stone itself, so covered around by yellow flowers, shimmering in an inky breeze, and the rolling of glasses at a horizon that never ends. Benjamin Franklin was signed on as an indentured servant to his brutal brother. Ben apprenticed, learning to print before he fled from Boston to Philadelphia. Ben worked hard and earned enough to start his own printing service. Ben started printing a newspaper for the booming township of Philadelphia. Ben started the first newspaper chain along the east coast of British America. Benjamin Franklin enjoyed a wild youth as a successful gentleman about town. Ben was in the new sin town of Philly and had a son, William, with an unknown lady. Ben took a common law marriage with a nice girl named Deborah. Ben took William into their home as his son and gave him the name Franklin. Ben purchased George to help with the expanding newspaper business. Benjamin Franklin enlarged his family and moved from smaller to larger homes. Ben's baby son, Francis, died at 4 from the smallpox brought from Europe. Ben's daughter, Sally, lived and is a very lively young girl. Ben purchased Peter and his wife, Jemima, to take care of the household. Then Ben purchased Othello, Peter and Jemima's baby boy, for them. Benjamin Franklin is famous and respected and grooms William to be successful. Ben's son, William, becomes a naval officer, a war hero, and a politician. Ben, being proud, purchases King, a light-skinned boy of 11, for William. Ben does not like the boy because he doesn't seem to like work, and he plays too much. Ben does not call them slaves, only servants. And Peter likes King. Benjamin Franklin takes William to England with Peter and young King in service. King boards the ship, goes to sea, with wide eyes of horizon all around. King learns knots and splices from sailors of many accents and languages. King learns songs, hears tales, drinks rum with sailors of all colors. King rolls with the roll of the ship, fills with the wind in the sails. Benjamin Franklin and William tour and enjoy fame and welcome everywhere. Ben and William stay in homes across Ireland, Scotland, England. King in London sees friendliness unknown in Philadelphia, loosely and easily had in London. King plays with kids, eats at their homes, learns London. Peter tells him to run away. King laughs a lot, and Peter encourages him to live free and go east. King is 13 and happy and free, with good memories of Peter's help. King and Peter pack what he needs. They giggle a lot. A violin, William's clothes. King packs a good hat with a silver button and a loop. King packs an old blue frock, a good waistcoat, dirty breeches, stockings. King walks to Suffolk and is found tired and wet by a lady in a carriage. Benjamin Franklin is honored in Scotland and doctored in Cambridge. Dr. Ben travels and travels with William, happy dad and son. Dr. Ben meets scientists and masons and ladies and ladies and ladies. Dr. Ben's stomach grows and gout ensues with William there to rely on. Dr. Ben and William return to London and find the king has gone. King learns to be a Christian, read and write, play violin and French horn at Playford. King explores Suffolk in the carriage with the lady, Miss Anne. King is like her child, as real babies come to her and her husband. King cares for Thomas first, then John later, as time slowly moves on. King teaches Thomas to climb trees and fish and tales of sailors' tales. King, as a young man of 16, becomes John and yearns for the sea's horizons, so sails. John King is hired and sails aboard local pilots on the River Deben. John King learns to repair caulking, rigging work, hand, eye, and feel. John King enlists in the Navy and waves goodbye to young Thomas and baby John. John King cries at last sight of Miss Anne with her boys and the Reverend Clarkson. John King, with violin, sails against the French, blockading and battling in frolics in Spain. John King rises in rank, wounded in back and leg, fighting hand to hand. John King rests in hospital in Greenwich, seeing his kid friends from London. John King goes to Playford, puts gifts and tears on Miss Anne's grave. John King leaves a letter addressed to Miss Anne with Thomas and John and baby Anne. John King is a first mate on Endeavour, blockading the Americans at the Chesapeake Bay. John King crews a Baltimore clipper to England and gets a percentage of her selling. John King meets Anne, the blacksmith's daughter, and they fall in love. John King and Anne move to Liverpool and with pilot work for him, and they are happy. John King suffers. Anne's tortured, dying of smallpox in his arms, and tears out his heart. John King's head cannot rise to see the sky in Liverpool, with his eyes only on memory and gutters. John King drinks his rags to dirt on his course without any port as a destination. John King is pulled from the black waters by Henry, who takes him aboard an outbound ship. John King breathes again aboard the little brig, Whistler, and what he breathes is sea air. John King rolls with the long swell and smiles as broadly as his horizon. John King tilts his head upward again as he and Henry frolic their wages away in Santo Domingo. John King and Henry join the Royal Navy in Jamaica and are put aboard a small cutter. John King becomes first mate and Henry is bosun on the Punch. John King plays fiddle and befriends the captain, Black Jack John Perkins, a mulatto like himself. John King, Black Jack, Henry spree and frolic in Lacaille, Saint Domingue. John King, Black Jack, Henry fellows are arrested by the French as spies, as Haiti has a slave revolt. John King, Henry escape to Punch and to a patrolling 26-gun frigate who press for Captain Black Jack. John King delivers formal letter to destroy the town of Lacaille if Black Jack is executed. John King comes back to Punch with Captain John Black Jack Perkins and they show ass to the French. John King in The Punch captures hundreds of American prize vessels, but Henry is killed in battle. John King retires from the Navy with a heavy chest of prize money, books, mementos, and a violin. John King returns to Philadelphia, spies Dr. Benjamin Franklin, saddened by his son William leaving his side for the side of the British king. John King returns to Liverpool with a heart full of his beautiful aunt, but a bottle also kept full. John King returns to Playford, listens to Thomas, and not so little Anne, about abolition of slavery. John King applauds that Lieutenant John of the Royal Navy taking former enslaved back to Africa. John King reads the letter he gave to Thomas, intended from his aunt, and reads this part over. Though time has separated us, your teachings have not, and the search and findings of freedoms, with my eyes not always on our Lord God, has left me a man content and not bothered by the machinations of any class, as we are all children of the same God. Thank you for these words, dear Miss Anne. Bless your wondrous spirit that every day now fills my heart. John King sees a long tear blotching the ink between any and class with a small smile. Worn away is the name on a stone marker near the entrance to the River Devon. You can barely even see the stone itself, so covered around by yellow flowers shimmering in any breeze, and the rolling of grasses at a horizon that never ends. A prologue to this is that Thomas Clarkson founded the Society for Effecting the Abolition of the Slave Trade and brought Wilberforce into the society. Thomas is buried at St. Mary's Church in Playford, Suffolk. John Clarkson, after the Revolutionary War, was assigned to work with the freed slaves who fought for the British and were sent to Nova Scotia, British Canada. Clarkson took 1,200 of them to Sierra Leone and became their first governor. Later, he started the first bank in Woodbridge and is buried at St. Mary's Church in Woodbridge. Jamaican Captain John Perkins, called Black Jack aboard his first Bermuda sloop Punch, actually captured 300 ships during the American Revolution to retire eventually, and with wealth, as the first recorded African descendant officer, a commander, in the Royal Navy. Perkins never set foot in England. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you both.
Good luck.
You know, the first thing when the pandemic hit, that he thought was, there's no way I'm not going to the pub, you know, that was his main concern. So this is a song for him about still going to the pub against all odds. He's there every day at the moment. It's ridiculous, trying to shake everyone's hand. I've been coming to this pub 60 years or more. I always sit at the same seat at the bar. So Roger, if you wouldn't mind making my regular, I like to have a drink and read the newspaper. And now you try to tell me I've got to quarantine 'cause I've COVID-19, but I am 83, and its isolation will be the death of me. Me and my wife, I talk to her still. Down the road from the church we built this house on the hill. Yes, and further down the lane by the riverside, I've been coming to this pub for all my life. And now you try to tell me I've got to quarantine 'cause I've COVID-19, but I am 83, and its isolation will be the death of me. Yes, and nobody here can tell me what to do, so you better back off or I will cough on you. You better run, you better hide. That's no way to live your life. Yeah, and if I'm gonna die, I might as well have a pint. Yeah, you tried to tell me I've got to quarantine 'cause I've COVID-19, but I am 83, and its isolation will be the death of me. Yes, its isolation will be the death of me. Yes, its isolation will be the death of me. Thank you.
I'm Eula. I run Pop Chorus. We're a Suffolk community choir, and this year more than ever we have shown what it means to be a community. Our choir has been a family in the truest sense of the word. I'm so privileged to lead an amazing group of people who look after each other, support each other, go the extra mile, and it's been a difficult year, as it has for everyone, but we're going into 2021 positive and optimistic and united, and I'm thrilled that we've managed to do some stuff together this year. We've managed to keep singing even though we've been apart. We've managed to be together even though we're all at home. We've sung on Zoom, we've managed to sing in big drafty barns at Trinity Park, we've recorded ourselves at home on our mobile phones and done amazing songs that we've put together that haven't actually been sung in person yet. And all these things we've achieved that we never could have imagined we'd have to do this time last year. So who knows where we'll be this time next year. but let's hope it's in a brighter, happier place than we are now, and let's just carry on taking the kindness we've learnt in this year and taking it forwards. Happy New Year.
Hello everybody, thank you very much for coming along. We're very proud to be here. A mixture of Woodbridge Festival, Woodbridge Pride and Black Lives Matter. What a superb way to spend an afternoon. Fantastic, thank you all very much for coming along. We're called the Mudlarks. We're going to play a few songs, largely stuff that we have written, and largely stuff around love. Because we're representing Woodbridge Pride here on stage at the moment, and for me, Pride is all about love. It's about loving ourselves, being able to stand up for who we are, and it's about being free to love whoever we want to love. So at the end of the day, Pride for me is all about love, and who could say no to that? So I'm going to sing a song now called Another Long Weekend, which is actually all about love as well. Another long weekend without you by my side. Another long weekend of feeling only half alive. A restless afterglow of my fading heart. It's another long weekend and another long week to start. Summer rain on a Saturday afternoon. Dark skies and a day that can all end too soon. Restless afterglow in my fading heart. Another long weekend and another long week to start. Waiting for my chance to come, and I won't wait for very long. However, I'm never gonna let you go, and I'm gonna be by your side forever and ever. Feel your fingers reaching for my hand. I'm left hanging here, it's more than I can understand. Restless afterglow in my fading heart. It's another long weekend, another long week to start. Waiting for my chance to come, and I couldn't wait for very long. However, I'm never gonna let you go, and I'm gonna be by your side forever Another long weekend. Another long weekend. Another long weekend without you by my side. Thank you.
Won't you tell me why it feels so good when we're out together, breaking all the rules? Won't you show me how you get it on? Lose our minds to the music, 'cause the weekend's on. Leave the worries out the day behind, 'cause the night and the music elevates our minds. I'm so excited 'cause I don't know what's to come. You know I live for the weekend and it's just begun. Everybody loves the weekend. It's about time to go out again. Everybody loves the weekend. Finish on a high for the weekend, the weekend. Won't you tell me why it feels so good? Won't you tell me why it feels so good? Won't you tell me why it feels so good? Won't you tell me why it feels so good? Won't you tell me why it feels so good? Breaking all the rules. And you know the way it goes, baby. Is it dark enough to let me in? I've been waiting all week for this. This is the moment, let me drink it in. So let's get down to the truth. Is it you or me who's gonna make a move? Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey. Everybody loves the weekend. It's about time to go out again. Everybody loves the weekend. Finish on a high for the weekend, the weekend. Won't you tell me why it feels so good? Won't you tell me why it feels so good? Won't you tell me why it feels so good? Won't you tell me why it feels so good? Won't you tell me why it feels so good? Breaking all the rules.